Well, alrighty. Looks like it is 6:25, so let's get started with our 2021 Panini Prizm Draft Basketball Random Player 1 Mega Box Break number 1. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against an alphabetical player list from the product. And just as a side note, the person in the top spot in the random will get a free spot in our 1920 Donruss Clearly Random Team Break on Saturday. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and number 5. And we've got Anthony in the top spot. And we've got Lester in the bottom spot. All right, I actually got that to work. And I'm showing the right screen. All right, so I'm going to cut and paste our list over to the right and sort by everybody's names. We'll go through our list and then tear into our box and see what goodies we get. Real quick before we start scrolling through our list, congrats to Anthony. As having the top spot in the random, he will also get a free spot in our 1920 Donruss Clearly Random Team Break on Saturday. So congrats on that, Anthony. Alrighty, now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. Neatly organized. So there's a special red foil pack in here that has our bonus autograph pack. We'll set that there. I like how they do that. They don't rattle around as much. Definite quality improvement for the mega boxes there. So here's our bonus pack. It'll have our red ice auto. Here are our 12 5-card packs. First pack. Killian Hayes. And then our first red ice prism is Theo Maldon. Then our second red ice prism is Xavier Tillman. Then Jalen Smith. And then last we have a Killian Hayes Crusade subset card. Is that a subset or insert? Yeah, it's a subset. All right, pack number 2. Theo Maldon. James Wiseman. And we have a Isaiah Stewart. I have to say the red ice looks really fantastic. Looks really good. And then next up is a Tyrese Halliburton Red Ice Crusade. And then our last card in the pack is Trey Jones. Next pack. Cole Anthony. Son of Greg Anthony, whose rookie card was in the 91-92 Upper Deck basketball set. Red Ice, Jalen Smith. Then Red Ice, Kira Lewis Jr. Marcus Howard. And then another Marcus Howard. Alrighty. Theo Maldon. Xavier Tillman. Here we go. LaMelo Ball, Red Ice. Not too shabby. Nice card for the LaMelo spot. Then we have a Jaden McDaniels Red Ice. And then Tyler Bay base. Next pack. Isaiah Stewart. Deni Avdija. red ice. We've got a nice silver coming up. How about that? Little Anthony Edwards silver. Next card, Killian Hayes. Hey Dusty, how are you doing? Good to see you. And then our last card in the pack is Precious Akua. I know I always mispronounce his last name. I'll get it eventually. All right, next pack. Tyrese Halliburton Crusade. Jalen Smith. Isaac Okoro, red ice. Then we have a Precious red ice. Then our last card in the pack is Killian Hayes. I feel like we've pulled like 5 or 6 of his cards already out of this box. So whoever has the Killian Hayes spot is going to get a ton of cards. Next pack. But that's all right because he was a lottery pick, so he's got to be pretty good. Kira Lewis Jr. Yeah, they look fantastic. I don't even know if the camera really shows them as well as they look in person, but they look really nice. Devin Vassell, or Vassell. Then our next red ice is Josh Green. And then Patrick Williams. And then our last card is Jamius Ramsey. Alrighty, next pack. Alright, there we go, another LaMelo to go with the red ice. Then Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, it looks good for sure. Regardless of the color, it is very sharp pattern. Then our first red ice Prizm is Denny Avija. Then our next one is Daniel Oturu. And then our last card in the pack is a Crusade Isaac Okoro. Next pack. Denny. Then Red Ice, Cassius Winston. Then our next Red Ice is Robert Woodward II. Then we have Zeke and Najee. Gotta get some more sleeves out. Running the sleeves. I forgot I was going to have to sleeve all these. And then our last card in the pack is Peyton Pritchard. Next pack. Isaac Okoro. Precious. Got a nice red ice coming up. Battle James Wiseman. How about that? Very nice. Not too shabby there. And we have another nice one coming right up after it. Little Anthony Edwards Crusades. That's certainly a nice pack. Wiseman and Edwards back-to-back red ice prisms. And then our last card in the pack is Ashton Hagans. Next pack. Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell again, look at that, back to back. Little red ice. And then if that were not enough, our next card, little Devin Silver. So whoever has the Devin spot just got 3 cards in one pack. How about that? So that is our second silver in the box. Our next card is Ashton Hagans base. And then our last card is Jade McDaniels Crusades. Last pack. Josh Green. Denny. Got a nice red ice coming. How about that? Nice LaMelo again. And then right behind that, finally, little Obi Toppin. Only card of him we pulled in the box, but it's a red ice prism. And then our last card in this pack is Patrick Williams. I was getting ready to say last card in the box, but we still have our bonus Prizm pack, which should have one red ice autograph in it. So let's see who that is. And it is John Mooney. Alrighty, now that we have opened all of our packs and sleeved all of our cards, let's go through our list and see who got who. But first, give me a second to sort all this stuff out, because it's a big stack of cards and multiple players had multiple cards. So give me just a moment and we'll go through our list. It might take me a second. But I'll try to be quick. All right, I'm about halfway done. Didn't realize the sorting would take quite so long. Give me just another couple minutes. Have it all sorted out. Sorry about that. It took me a while to sort all those out. We're gonna start at the top of the list. I'm gonna go alphabetically by player. So for Anthony Edwards, it looks like Jim had Anthony Edwards. We have a Silver Crusade, and then we have a Red Ice Crusade. So congrats on that, Jim. Very nice cards. And we have Brian got a couple of Ashton Hagens base rookies. Congrats on that. And then our Cassius Winston Red Ice goes to Anthony. Congrats on that. And then our Cole Anthony base goes to Jeffrey. Congrats on that. And then our Daniel Oturo Red Ice goes to Brian. Congrats on that, Brian. And then our Denny Avija, he has 2 base cards and then 2 Red Ice Prizm Parallels. So that's 4 cards, and those also go to Brian. Congrats on that. And then our Devin Vasile, he's got a ton of cards, and those go to Melissa. Let's see what we've got here for Devin. We've got 1 base, 1 silver, and then 2 red ice. Congrats on that. Nice little stack there. And then for Isaac Okuro, who goes to Tim, let's see what we've got here. We've got base, and then a base crusade, and then red ice. Congrats on that, Tim. And then for Isaiah Stewart, who goes to Brian as well, we've got base and red ice. Awesome, congrats on that. And then for Jaden McDaniels, goes to Melissa, we've got base, base crusade, and red ice prism. Very nice. And then Jamius Ramsey base also goes to Melissa. And then Jalen Smith, who goes to Lester, has, let's see, 2 base cards and a red ice prism. Congrats on that. And then James Wiseman, who goes to Fred, we've got the base crusade and then a red ice prism. And then our John Mooney red ice autograph goes to Anthony. Congrats on that. And then Josh Green, who also goes to Anthony. And we've got a base and also a red ice prism. And then Killian Hayes, who goes to Jeffrey. Let's see, we've got 4 base cards. Congrats on that. And then for Kira Lewis Jr., it goes to Brian. We have 1 base card. And then for LaMelo, who goes to Jeffrey, we've got 1 base card. And we have 2 red ice prism cards. And one quick correction, Kira Lewis also had a red ice prism. So they also go to you, Brian. Sorry about that, I missorted. So he had base and red ice. Sorry about that. Sometimes I will forget my highlighting as I'm going through. All right, so next up is Marcus Howard. And he had 2 base cards, and those go to Fred. And then Patrick Williams. Let's see who has Patrick. Those go to Jim. And he had 2 base cards. Congrats on that, Jim. And then our Peyton Pritchard base goes to Dwayne. And then we had a Obi Toppin red ice prism, which goes to Lester. Congrats on that, Lester. Getting a little bit out of order there. And then our precious cards also go to Lester. Let's see, we had 2 base and 1 ice prism. And then our Robert Woodward II, who also goes to Brian, had a red ice prism. And then Theo Maldon, who goes to Melissa, had 2 base cards and 1 red ice prism. And then our Trey Jones base goes to Tim. Congrats on that. And then our Tyler Bay base goes to Fred. Congrats on that. And then for Tyrese Halliburton, which goes to Melissa, we had 1 base Crusade. And then we also had a red ice prism Crusade. And then for Xavier Tillman, who goes to Brian, we had a base card and a red ice prism card. And then our last card is Zeke Nnaji, and he had a base card, and that goes to Melissa. Alrighty. That was quite the list. Thought we would have got a few more base cards of other players, but not the end of the world. Still thought we did pretty good, though. Couple of LaMelos, Anthony Edwards Silver, not too bad. Well, alrighty, that concludes our 2020-21 Panini Prizm Draft Basketball Random Player 1 Mega Box break number 1. Thanks to everybody who bought spots in the break. As always, we appreciate you all supporting our breaks. Thanks to everybody that joined us on the live feed for the breaks this evening. Hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. And we will see you all back here on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. Thanks again, everybody.